we are off. And yeah, we're off with Jebediah. Haven't seen Jebediah for a little while. We have Stephen Kerman and John Kerman, and they are on their way to Minmus. Well, eventually they're on their way to Minmus. Right now they're on their way to our station, the WKMSS in low orbit about Kerbin, because and then they got to wait for their ride, because their ride to Minmus is still coming back from the moon. At the conclusion of the last stream, the Nerve 1 had just finished its missions around the moon, and it was sent on its way back. And in fact, I got an alarm here. It is due to get, I think it's 15 minutes from its periapsis. It's going to do some aerobraking in 2 hours and 9 minutes. So we do have to get ourselves back to the Nerve 1 by then, but that is enough time for us to get these three over to the station, and then they're going to have to wait for the Nerve 1, and then we're going to take some Kerbals down, because we got all kinds of contracts going on. I was going to have this all set up for people, but it actually is kind of messed up, so I don't know what I did wrong. There, we got one tourist, Reynard, who is sitting on the station right now. He has to come down. All he wanted to do is go to low orbit, and I got to bring him back. This 90 days in space contract, we have done the stuff in green, but what we got to bring back, we have to bring Valentina, Bill, Pete, and Joe. Now, Pete and Joe have already been returned. I'm a little concerned because they're not green. Valentina and Bill are on the station, and I am going to bring them down because they've been on that station for a long, long time. This field science one, I don't quite know why it's here. I think I just kind of messed up. And then we got another contract. If I go to all of our contracts here, what's the other one that I was looking at? Javier and Legee have to come down. These two. They have to come down. So, I don't know. I was organizing these contracts and obviously did a really, really bad job of it. But anyway, we are on this is the Puff Mark II sitting, it is beneath this fairing. This is actually, I guess, SN number 2, because SN number 1 is currently on the station, and we'll be taking SN number 1 back down. But leaving this one docked up there, and the idea being it's a small, reusable little space plane that we're going to see momentarily. Yep, we're about to lose our ginormous fairing. There we go. There's our little space plane upside down. Of course, that's the way it should be, going while it's on its ascent. And the reason why we're going to Minmus is because I do have a station in orbit about Minmus. It's been a little while since we've been there, and attached to that station is a lander and also quite a lot of fuel that we can use to repeatedly fill said lander. And we want science because I would like to unlock the Whiplash and toroidal engines, but for that I would need and build myself a real space plane, a single stage orbit space plane instead of this little guy. But unfortunately for that I need 500 science, and right now I'm at, where is it here, 105.6 science. So this is really a science collecting thing. Yes, Lazy, don't you have, you're launching another space plane. Yes, we need 2. One's on its way up, and the other one will soon be on its way down. Okay, we must have reached, yes, we reached our target apoapsis. Let's get up to space. Alrighty. There we go. We got a 109 meter per second burn to finish off our orbital insertion. It's getting itself all ready for that. That's good. All right. And here, we'll just time warp right to that burn. And yeah, this is the second time I've used this vessel. Getting a lot of comments on the videos that I should be putting parachutes on this vessel. And I don't understand why. It's a plane. You don't put parachutes on planes. That's like not the way they're supposed to work. If I wanted to put parachutes on it, I'd just stick with a capsule. But if I'm going to have a plane, damn it, I want it to fly. Alright. Just about there. Here, let's get rid of alarm clock. It doesn't need to be showing right now. Alright, we are inserted. Our program is just about ended, so let's get rid of this stage here. I actually should. I mean, there's still 356 meters per second left in there. I should light. It's got more fuel than it needs, but we'll lighten the load. And actually, this time too, I'm just going to use RCS and just kind of push away, because last time when I deorbited this fella, I ended up blowing some exhaust right against the vehicle here and disturbed its orbit just a tiny bit. I don't want to do that again. There it goes. This little cheetah engine. And this is just going to burn up in the atmosphere. Don't need it anymore. And there, and there, and let's get ourselves ready. Don't need this. Got some nice solar exposure, I think. Yep. So let's get ourselves ready to go to station. What we have done oh so many times before. Whoa. Try and get this. Get a reasonably efficient transfer over. Oh, I'm turning it the wrong way. You'd think I'd notice things like that by now. Ooh, 0.1 kilometers. Can I get the 0? It's not going to let me because it's probably a slight inclination difference. That's okay. All right, and that burn is coming up in 17 minutes, so let's get ourselves ready for that. Yeah, I'm seeing in the chat I'm too lazy to land space planes. They do take more work. I will admit that it is so much easier just to slap parachutes on something and kind of call it a day. But I don't know. Same thing with the ascents, to be honest. There's really never, I think, a reason to build a single stage to orbit space plane, if not that this is one of those, but they take longer to get to orbit. Like, it's much, much easier to do a capsule. But, I don't know, they're fun. Alright, let's see. We're almost ready for our burn here. Let's put this on Rendezvous. And for those that don't know, we are running on 2 of those little puff engines that run on monopropellant. And what's nice about them in relation to Kerbalism is that they don't have a limited number of ignitions. You don't have to worry about that stuff. Now, somebody suggested in a comment is that, okay, I'm going to use I think I'll overcook this a little bit. Oh, just a little. Okay. Why is it off by so much? 1.2 kilometers. That's weird. Where's But somebody suggested, why not try using a little bit of RCS to see if you can dial it in like this. I've been always using the engine to do this fine-tuning bit, so right now I'm just thrusting downwards, and yeah, that's bringing that closer, or minimal use of propellant. I don't know why I never thought about doing this. So yeah, you can see the thrusters. We're thrusting down, but I'm just looking at this closest approach and just bringing this in as close as I can while I'm out here just using RCS. Look at that. That was 80. Now what if I go side to side here? That's making it worse. This way makes it better. That's about as good. So we've got about 60 meters. Can't complain about that. There we go. I was always sitting there doing with the engines and doing a lot of correcting with the main engines on the way in, but we're within 60 meters of our target. We're going to be there in just under 14 minutes, so let's get out there. Should be seeing the target coming below us, I believe. Some point, or maybe not. No, it's above us. Yep. Get within, I don't know, we can get within a couple minutes. Okay, there we go. Put that on target. Retrograde. It's always going to be, there it is above us. I'm not sure why I never thought of using RCS like that. I think it has to do with you're always doing your first rendezvous before you've unlocked RCS. Usually anyway, if you're playing career mode. Well, coming right out of the sun. Let's start slowing ourselves down here. Let ourselves get a little closer. So you always do it, you know, at the beginning without using RCS, just using the main engines to get close to your target. But now, there's no reason to not use RCS to fine-tune this in. It certainly makes this all go a lot quicker. Yeah, if you lower the, somebody's mentioning in the chat, Dan's mentioning in the chat, sorry, I am watching my station coming at me too. I do have to sort of pay attention to that. Dan is mentioning in the chat to lower the thrust on the RCS blocks, which is something I actually often do with the bigger RCS blocks, but these are the little RCS blocks that are only like 1/10 of a kilonewton of thrust in them, not the big ones. So they're not very strong to begin with. But yeah, I probably could have. All right. This is going a lot quicker than it normally does for me. Keep it on. Okay, let's see. Where are we at? Can probably here put on RCS. Okay, slop. Slop. I said slop. I meant stop. Get ourselves in here. Okay, we're about a minute. That's good. Oh, we got a docking port staring right at us. That is perfect. Okay. And we can open up this. Now, some people will recall with the SN1, which is docked right now to the station, I had some difficulty when I went to select this as my control point. And now it's working fine. I didn't get these target, you know, all of these icons like I'm supposed to. They didn't switch the way they're supposed to. I don't know why that was like that in the original. Oh, I am really kind of torquey here. Let's slow down. Get down to about 0.5 meter per second here because we are pretty close. There we go. But yeah, I didn't get these icons on the Navball. The Navball switched. But, there we go. Get that in. But these icons didn't reorient themselves. Now it seems to be working fine. Now I did, ironically enough, well, I'm just looking at the way I'm coming in here. I want to roll this way. This is purely for aesthetics, so it matches the other one. Hopefully they're not going to bang wingtips or rudder. Oh, actually, that's a good point. Let's go this way around, so I don't have to worry about the rudders hitting each other. Now, the irony of this is that I did... Let's aim the camera here. I'm talking and doing this all at the same time. We're coming in really... Whoa, I hit M. Slow down. You're going too fast. There we go. Okay. Now we can talk. I did actually come around with a workaround for that problem. I took a probe core and embedded it into this docking port. You can't see it, but the end result is that, and then I put on an action group to switch control to the, I can say this too, it's gonna dock here, isn't it? Yep. There we go. And toggle that torque. Are you docked? You are docked, right? The camera didn't do... I think we're docked, right? We're docked. No, we're not docked. Now we're docked. No, I can... Okay, what is going on here with the camera switching? Okay, I'm on the WKMS. I'm on the puff. I don't think I'm docked. Like, you can see it kind of rotating around. Oh, this is disconcerting. I think our vessel is still the puff. See, look, our crew is, yeah, our crew didn't increase. We are not docked, but I can't put on RCS. This has been kind of a nightmare. Control from here. It's not letting me back away. Oh my gosh. Can I undock? There's something really wacky going on. There's like some... Unset the target. I don't think I can even undock because I don't think it sees it as docked. Alright, yeah, okay. And if I go to the station... Well, what we're going to do is we're going to leave this attached. I can't separate it, and maybe when it re-renders, it might re-render docked. Is that, you know what, I'm going to do a save here. In fact, no, I'm gonna do this kind of save. Let's give me a revert point here. So that if something goes horribly wrong when this re-renders, that... Okay, I don't know. I'm gonna leave it. I'm just gonna leave it all here. I'm not gonna touch a thing. Let's get out to our vessel. Magnets are holding it close, but the embedded probe is preventing the attachment. Oh, if you have an engineer, remove the probe, says James. Okay. Okay. I have an engineer. So James is thinking that, remember I mentioned that I put in and embedded a probe in here to fix that thing, and he thinks the probe is preventing this from actually docking. So what we'll do is, do I have an engineer? Yes, Bill's on the station. So let's transfer Bill. He should be in here, I think. All right, we got some working to do here. Let's transfer Bill. Of course, seeing it, the probe's going to be tricky. We're going to transfer Bill to our airlock, which is right here. And then we're going to depressurize our airlock. And then we're going to EVA Bill. It's never simple, is it? Okay. Yep. And let's go, Bill. Let's see if we can... Whoa, this is tight in here. Alright, so... The probe body... Maybe the easiest thing is to see if I can get Bill... to just grab right here onto the hatch, not go inside. Okay, don't go in. You can see it wiggling about. I wonder if I just fired up the engines and drove out of here. Just noticing the RCS is firing all the time. Let's turn that off. Okay, back to Bill. Alright, let's see if we can use a little bit of construction. And inside here is a probe body. somewhere. Hello, Bill. We're getting a nice close-up view while we're glitching through here. In here, oh, is a probe body somewhere. Let's come at it from the other side. Oh, this might be more work. Okay, I see. There's the probe body, I think. So, don't I just grab it? There it is, I got it. Might not be the probe body, in fact, it might be this, this guy. But let's, okay, where can we stick this probe body somewhere? I don't think I can. I don't think it'll fit. Oh, wait, I can put it inside the cabin? That worked. Okay, and there's also a cubic strut in here. We'll grab that. And now what we're going to do, I know what we can do. Let's keep the strut, take the probe body. This was the original location of the probe body. All right, are we docked now? With that, did James save the day? Okay, we are RCS on. Control from here. Back away. So we can't back away. I think we are somewhat stuck in there, but I'm hoping maybe I should get Bill inside without doing all this stuff. Come here, Bill. Let's get you back inside. You've done what you can. Hopefully that fixed the issue. I think that was a good idea. Let's get Bill back inside without... and board. Yeah, Bill can move his hands through solid bulkheads. They're amazing, these Kerbals. So... yeah, it's still not docked. Okay, we're going to try one more thing. What if I... see, I'm pitching up and down. You can see the engines gimbaling. Like, it's stuck on there good. I got a feeling when I come back, it'll be fine. That's what I'm going to tell myself. So what we're going to do... yeah, I'm enough of this. Let's get out to the nerve. Let's go on to something else and we'll see what this is like when we come back.